Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Immortality. In the last episode, we found a couple of behind-the-scenes interviews. One from very early on, where Marissa was quite clearly under Arthur Fisher's thumb, and one from later on, where she felt very comfortable within herself and was quite obviously hostile towards her director. I hope we get a couple more of those interim scenes. I want to see more of, I guess, more of how this chaos happened on set, where you have John Durick telling, oh, you do this, you blow the wind up around her hair. I want to see more of that degradation, that loss of control on Arthur Fisher's part. And speaking of Arthur, again, let's keep on with him for a little while. Why not? Okay, we have seen this one. Excuse me. No. I want. There we go. You. More of you.
Not enough tete for you, Gino?
Hello, this is new.
5 Bravo, take 3.
And action.
This bird was my sister's favorite.
You had a sister. This is the source of your sadness.
Yes. Mathilda. She died of sorrow.
What sorrow?
She loved a man. With a passion born of virtue no one loved as purely as Mathilda.
Who was the object of her love?
One sadly already married to another. His bride heavenly and pure. Neither he nor Mathilda did anything to inflame this passion, but the more virtuous he showed himself to be, the more she was drawn to his light.
Unhappy girl.
I'm gonna pause it there. I wonder if this, how this is being described. Oh, her love was pure. She loved him from afar. He was so virtuous. And then, obviously, we know that Rosario and Mathilda are one and the same. In the previous episode, we were discussing Ambrosio. He seems incapable of taking accountability for his own actions. He is not at fault. It is Antonia's fault for being so pure, so virtuous. It is Mathilda's fault for putting these ideas in his head. It's not on him for following through. No. It is everyone around him. And he described his love for Antonia as being pure. And I wonder if maybe this conversation, Ambrosio, he is full of sin. He is full of sin because he is full of hubris. He believes himself to be an equal to God. He believes himself to be incapable of sin. No one is incapable of sin. Everyone is capable of that. Everyone is capable of doing some truly nasty, heinous things. Whether they mean to or not, everyone is capable of such things. But not everyone goes ahead and does them. I wonder if maybe this is setting those seeds for the idea of like, oh, well, neither of them did anything to inflame the other, but the more virtuous, the more her passions grew. And Antonia is so pure and innocent. She is so genuinely virtuous. And it's all just sounding very familiar. This conversation and how he was speaking in the last episode, it sounds very familiar.
One day she confessed her love to him, wishing not to be dishonest. Despite her protestations of virtue, he drove her from him. He refused to see her again. It broke her heart and killed her.
Too severe a fate for so innocent a crime. This man's choices were ill-considered.
You think so?
Doubtless. I pity your sister.
Father, then pity me. I have no sister, Father. I am Mathilda. I am a woman. You are my beloved. I concealed my sex and joined the Abbey to be closer to your holiness.
This cannot be.
Please, do not be shocked by my dishonesty. I acted out of love, a pure love given me by God. I do not wish to be a woman to you. Damn my sex. I wish only to be your friend.
It cannot be. You have brought great risk to yourself and to my brothers.
Holiest Ambrosio, did I misjudge your temperament? I thought you would understand. Let me be Rosario. Treat me as a man, but let me stay.
No, it cannot be. If I were discovered, I would be destroyed.
Again, only thinking of himself. Only thinking of himself. I would be destroyed.
I cannot let it stand. For my own sake. For the order.
I pray you show compassion.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I find this... I want to talk about that. Did you notice how he stuttered over for the order? For my sake. For the order. Again, he's completely concerned about his own reputation. If this got out that some woman had fallen in love with him and snuck into the Abbey and joined the order, then that's going to look badly on him. And he can't have that. But oh no, that makes me sound quite callous and heartless. Oh, for the order's sake.
Unhappy Mathilda, you have my compassion. I am convinced that your motives are pure. But you are blind to the imprudence of your actions. My duty to you begs me to treat you harshly. You must be gone from here by tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Surely you cannot mean it.
You have heard my decision. The laws of the order are exact and our vows compel us to obey. I pity you, but I can do no more. You must leave.
I have no choice then. I will not leave this Abbey alive.
If you lost your senses, kill yourself and you lose your claim to salvation. You forfeit your soul.
I care not. Paradise here with you, or perdition without. Tell me you will conceal my story and retain me as your companion. Else this dagger drinks my blood.
Hold. Stay then, Enchantress. Stay for my destruction.
And we got it.
That enough tete for you, Gino?
Oh, I'm used to them coming in pairs.
Well, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Oh, Marisa, you're marvelous. You're gonna get me excommunicated.
You ready for your close-up, Gino?
Oh, a couple of things. The way that Ambrosio's language changed at the end there, where, you know, originally he's like, oh, I believe you acted purely, you have my compassion, and then she pulls out her tits, or a tit, and stay, Enchantress, stay for my destruction. He already knows that he's gonna boink her. He already knows. He has seen Tiddy, and he want more. He couldn't, it's just like, oh no, you've shown me one of your tits. You still gotta go. That was weird. Off you go. Or like, okay, like, fair dues. I don't want you to kill yourself, but I'm not having out to do with you. We can stay at opposite ends of the Abbey at all times. Like, no, he has seen her breasts, and he wants to see more, and he knows that. He knows. That's why he's calling her an enchantress. That is why he knows that she is his destruction. And she hasn't even done anything yet. At this stage, she's still being like, oh, my love is pure, I am virtuous, I mean you no harm. I'm totally not the devil. I'm totally not the devil in disguise. Like, at this stage, she is still proclaiming to be pure. She hasn't done anything. But he knows. Now that I know that she is a woman, now that I have seen her breasts, and I am aroused, and I am attracted, I know that I am going to seek her out. I know deep within my heart that I am gonna get my way, but I don't want to acknowledge it. I want to put it on someone else. Oh, Marissa, why? This gentleman has cropped up a couple of times. I would assume he's a producer. Okay, that's that. Ooh, okay, let's... Excuse me. Let's go back a wee bit. Can I... Slowly. There we go.
Well,
Oh, so I guess... Maybe he's only in the 2 scenes? Yeah, looks like it. Again, once more, just for posterity. Okay, yeah, so he's only in those 2 scenes. As I think he might be a producer, he might be... Here's the thing, that I believe they're filming this in Italy with an Italian crew. So potentially he's the oh god, like the head of the company they've contracted out, perhaps? I'm not 100% sure. Either way, doesn't seem like he's in it all that much. Okay, that's this scene.
they will see you.
Oh yeah, and
then we will cut to what you're looking.
we've seen this one before too. Are we running out of Arthur scenes? Yeah, we've seen again. Stop touching her chin. It's weird. It's weird. She's a grown ass woman. No, let me get your face. And again, seen this one as well.
But I should look for someone new.
Yeah, it is. I do believe we've ran out of scenes for Arthur.
His courtesans are attentive and pure.
Yeah, we've seen that one too. Okay.
Track 2.
Where do we want to move on to? I mean, if that's all of Arthur's scenes, I know we've seen all of Diana's because I've tried to get more of her before. Back to Sophia and Robert. They're the 2 co-stars. They should have the most scenes. And we've seen this one again. He's getting her to read sexy scripture. No.
Pray for your stomachs.
Oh, and again, I believe. Yeah, we've seen this one.
Senor De Giorgio.
And yet this is where she started crying in the church.
How's it been working?
Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, yeah, another interview. Excellent.
How's it been working with Robert Jones? I imagine you're the envy of all your girlfriends.
Robert has been wonderful. He's given me a lot of advice, and, well, obviously he has a lot of experience.
Marissa is just a natural, you know? We're just trying to keep up.
I think I've realized there's more of me in the character, or perhaps there's more of the character in me. I think as a young woman, you are expected to behave in a certain way, and there are cinematic types that are actually quite freeing. And here, the most powerful character, the freest character, is mine. It's liberating to wield that kind of power.
I understand there are quite heavy love scenes in this picture. Is that something you find uncomfortable?
Well, I think those scenes are there for a reason. You know, it's a part of the plot that feels important. It's not gratuitous. I think the way
I enjoy them. I think more people should try it, take their clothes off on camera.
How about you, Sophia?
I just want to pause that there. It was interesting. It was interesting that Robert jumped in to try and save her. I think we've always seen that Robert, he's always tried to get consent from the ladies whenever he's interacted with them in a sexual way. And there have been times where Robert has absolutely jumped to Marissa's defense. Absolutely. In one of the early scenes where Arthur and Sophia were kind of making fun of Marissa's innocence. They were making her uncomfortable. Like, oh, tell Marissa what going down means. That means she's sucking his dick. I know what oral sex is. And Robert jumped in to be like, oh, well, we can sort all this out in the, like, he jumped in to deflect. Robert, and again, the same with Sophia, actually. During one scene where she's dead, or her character is dead, I should say, or pretending to be dead. Everyone thinks she's dead. She's in a coma-like sleep. And the abbot is saying, like, oh, I want to perform an autopsy. Ambrosio saying, oh, no, don't do that. Don't do, just let her go to heaven. I'm not planning on fucking her later. Nope. And Sophia is in the foreground of the scene with Robert and the actor playing the abbot in the background. And after the cut, Arthur says, oh, we could see you breathing, Sophie. And Sophie says, oh, fuck off, Arthur. You can cut around me. And Robert jumps in to be like, oh, well, it looked good from here. It looked good from here. Robert is a little bit of a white knight. He jumps in to defend the women. And so I think he thought, like, oh shit, Marissa will think that's an uncomfortable question. I need to jump in. And then Marissa surprised him. Oh, I actually quite enjoy those scenes. Like, I think more people should do it. And again, both Robert and Sophia looked surprised at that. They were like, oh shit.
Oh, wow. I'm a good Catholic girl.
Making a movie is about capturing the light that bounces off your skin and recording it on film and then releasing it to the audience in the theaters. When you're...
I'm sorry, she's Catholic. Oh, hello. I know Catholic guilt when I see it. Okay, so that explains so much. That explains so much why she has been so distressed in this picture. It's... Oh, I get it. I get it now. Okay. So she's Catholic. She's a good Catholic girl. She was, at the beginning of this, quite comfortable in her own sexuality. However, as she has been spending time, in the church, and yes, it's all acting. However, again, if you're going into, like, method acting, if you're really getting into the character... If it can seem real at times. It isn't. It isn't. But in those moments where you are truly in character and you are on set and you are doing the thing, sometimes reality and the script, they intermingle. And it can be very difficult to tell one from the other. And so in those scenes where she's in the church, she's sat in the audience. That's probably not the word for it. She's sat in the, she's sat amongst the pews. In the congregation. There we go. I get there in the end. She's sat in the congregation and there is someone, yes, on a logical level, she knows that is Robert. She knows that is Robert up on the pulpit. But in that moment, that isn't Robert. That's a holy man. And he is giving this sermon about purity. And she struggles. That Catholic guilt rears its head to say, have you been a good Catholic? Have you been pure? Look at the Virgin Mary. She is perfect. And look at you. You are nothing. You are a whore. You have sullied yourself. Look at you. Look at yourself. And see what you have done. What would the Virgin Mary think? What would she think of all of this? And it got to her. It got to her. I dinged my mic. I apologise if you heard that. And again, we saw, there was another scene where she was in the congregation and she kept it together, but you could tell after cut, she immediately started looking uncomfortable. And here, after saying, oh, well, I'm a Catholic girl, she's looking uncomfortable. Again, she's touching her neck, self-soothing. She's looking away. Robert, his attention is focused on Marissa. He's engaged in the conversation. And what Marissa said, making, you know what, we're gonna...
Sat in the theater,
Yeah, making a movie is about capturing the light that bounces off your skin. That is such a beautiful way to put it. That is such a beautiful way to put it, but Sophia isn't listening. Sophia is still grappling with that Catholic guilt of, what have I done? What have I done to myself? Can I look at myself in the mirror? Have I been a good Catholic? What would Jesus think?
Capturing the light that bounces off your skin and recording it on film and then releasing it to the audience in the theaters. When you're sat in the theater, the light that hits your eye, it's part of this chemical chain that reaches back to and touches...
Actually, no, I take that back. I think she's just bored. I don't think she's into what Marissa is saying. I take that back. She's looking at someone off screen like, can you get this? Like, can you believe this?
My skin. I think in that way, if we make movies that show more of the body, it could be a powerful magic.
You make it sound indecent.
And do you hope to do more acting after this? Have you got a taste for it, Marissa?
Oh, I very much hope so.
Oh, there is something uncomfortable about seeing the three of them together. There is something uncomfortable. And I mean, here's the thing. Look at how close Robert and Sophia are. He's touching her back with his arm. Marissa, she's almost there on her own. Sophia's still being pesky. Like I said, I at first I thought it was like a self-soothing gesture of like, oh shit, my Catholic guilt. But no. I reckon her crying on set, that was Catholic guilt. 100%. 100%. She is looking back at how she has flaunted her body, and she is hearing the Bible in her head, and she's going, oh shit, I done fucked up. But that right there, where Marissa, and again, that was beautiful. That was such a beautiful way of looking at things. And Sophia's just there being like, can you get this bitch? Can you believe this? What's she talking about? Chemical reactions and the light bouncing off your skin. The fuck is that? Interesting that Sophia calls Marissa out for being indecent, when again, Sophia is the one who so far has been the most confident in her sexuality. As we see, there is a kind of reversal towards the end of it. Marissa comes into her own. She was hired because Arthur made the mistake of thinking, oh, she's an innocent little lamb. And then, she's like, yeah, nah, I'm not. No, I'm very confident in my body. I'm confident in my sexuality. But Sophia, she has always been flaunting herself. And again, now that as the thing is progressing, she's there being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. She's clearly becoming more and more uncomfortable. I'm so happy to have learnt that. I'm so happy.
Interior.
Hello, is the... Okay, yeah, we've seen this one. And we've seen this one. I'm sort of sticking with Sophia because I know for a fact we haven't seen all of her clips. Because there are, you know what, let me just in case. No, okay, we've seen this one.
Take 3.
Let me go out. I remember there were 4 clips that were at the start of this row. One of them was, I think potentially, I'm not entirely sure, it had like a blue tinge to it, and it was Marissa. And then the next 3 was Marissa, Sophia, and then a girl with like kind of blondish ginger hair. We haven't seen her. So I'm like, I'm kind of like, I at least know that there is one scene with Sophia that I have not seen. I know that for a fact. I would assume there are probably more. Again, more of you, if you please. Oh, hell, now this is new. This is new.
46 Bravo, take 1.
Move in further, Robert. We can still see you. Good. Picking up from the prayer. Action.
Pray for me and mine. Amen.
Dogs barking. Wind. Doors creaking. Ambrosio.
Oh.
You'll not remember this, my sweetheart.
Door?
I heard a noise. It cannot be. Monster, destroyer of virtue. You are no saint. Speak, coward.
It's not what it seems.
Cat. Check the gate and then let's turn around.
Oh. Okay, so the person who opened the door, I believe that is supposed to be Antonia's mother. So why have a different person doing the voice? Oh, flipping heck. This is on the same day. Hello. 46B, 46A. This came first. Well, that's why they had to get someone else in. That's why they've got a dude being like, oh, speak, coward. It's because she couldn't talk. He had choked her out. I'm pretty sure you do scenes in alphabetical order. If this is 46A, then it must have come before 46B. So yeah, I think that's why they've got someone else reading Diana's lines, because she can't speak, because he's choked her. His reaction at the end there was interesting. He comes over to her, he kisses her, however she pushed him off. I don't know if you caught that. You know what, let's rewind a little bit. Yeah, he comes down, all smiles. Yeah, she pushes him off. Maybe because, you know, you were choking out Diana earlier? And she's my friend? We saw that, Sophia and Diana had very good chemistry. They seemed to have a genuine connection. So potentially she's like, hey, maybe stop. I saw you choke out my friend earlier. That's weird. She looks nervous there. And he's only got eyes for her. To me, that is a nervous face. That's like I'm putting on this smile, but I'm actually really nervous. And he's just there happily like, oh, I love this girl. She's amazing. She's gonna dump you. She's gonna dump you because the Catholic guilt is getting to her. I'm telling you. You know, that's a really good shot of Robert. That's a really good shot of Robert. Let's go after him. No! There was a thing!
Agnes will not be returning today. She was
There was a thing. I remembered. I thought to myself, don't forget the vibration, and I did, but I remembered. Okay, it'll be easier to go from the beginning. It was close to the beginning. Forward, please. Oh, this seems very quiet. No, it seems to have evened itself out. It was when he came in. Okay, there we go. From here. What am I looking for here? You know what, we'll let it play. Oh, hello! Hello!
Is this a dream?
I suppose.
I need to think. I need to think after seeing that. I liked you. I mean, we've seen that Sophia could be rather bitchy towards Marissa. However, we haven't seen any scenes of Marissa being hostile or bitchy towards Sophia. This seemed to be a one-sided... I don't even want to call it a hatred. This seemed to be one-sided cattiness. Maybe originally it was like, oh, she's my rival in Robert's affections, and then maybe it was just like, oh, she says these pretentious things. Oh, movies about the light that bounces off your skin. What the fuck does that mean? But Sophia, she seems to take a bit of an attitude with Marissa, but that's never reciprocated. Marissa always seems to treat Sophia decently. Is this a dream? I suppose. What do you mean? Here's the thing, what are these scenes? What are they? Here's the thing, this has to be something. What's the word I'm looking for? This is not natural. This is not natural. This is not how films work. This is not how movie making works. You don't get scenes hidden within scenes. That is not how filmmaking works. This is not how cameras work. This has to be supernatural. This has to be something magical, alien. It is not human in nature. This is not how cameras and film works. Just because someone is having a tough time on set, that doesn't mean that a spectral representation of them comes and makes a little hidden scene within the clip to be like, I was really pissed off that day. Like, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. So what are these scenes? What are they? I don't think this person was coming on set and interacting with the actors. Like the scene where, Robert was fucking her, but he was very clearly in pain. I don't think that really happened. I think that is metaphorical. I think that is representative of something. And this scene, I think, is maybe representative of something. I just don't know what. Is this a dream? I suppose. I wanna, I'm looking at that again. I wouldn't describe that as a sexual kiss. I wouldn't describe that as something sexual. That was... I don't know. In a way, it's because she was talking about, like, oh yeah, I was Jesus one time. Like, my thought was that to me, that felt more like the, oh god, it would have been Judas. Judas kissed Jesus in, was it the Garden of Gethsemane? I am having to go real far back here. I have not read the Bible in years. I have not been to church in years, except to go to funerals. But I swear down, Judas said to the Romans, I'm gonna go into this place, and I want to say it was the Garden of Gethsemane. There was a Gethsemane. I swear down there was a Gethsemane in the Bible somewhere. I might be thinking of a completely different place, but Jesus was hanging out somewhere, I think it was a garden, and Judas said to the Romans, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna give him a smooch, and that's the guy you gotta arrest. So Judas went in and he snogged Jesus. I shouldn't say he snogged Jesus. He kissed Jesus, and then the Romans were like, hey, we've got you. That's how I describe that kiss. It wasn't anything sexual. It was maybe a little sad. I don't know.
I liked you.
Is this a dream?
I suppose.
And then that face. That she's thinking of something there at the end. There's a thought or something has entered her mind, and she's, I'd say, troubled by it. I think she's troubled by it. But then she steps back from it. She says no. I'm just going here because, again, there's a rumble. And I want to see if this is a rumble within a rumble, or if this is just to slip back into the original clip. Oh god, how do you find... I'm like, rumble... It's more difficult with these because, again, the controls are inversed. Forwards is back and backwards is forwards. No, we need... Am I going forwards or back? Oh, hello? Okay, so it was just to get into the original clip. Oh... Is this a dream? I suppose. That... I feel like I've heard something major there. I feel like I've heard a major line, but I'm like, how? How is this a dream? You know what, let's play on a wee bit. Can I get your face now?
Looking, and then
we've seen this.
My sex and join the
and this. Oh, this look. Yeah, that is new. Aha! From the top.
7 Bravo, take 2.
Action.
Oh, Lord. Thou will open my lips, and my mouth shall declare thy praise. How many are my foes, Lord? How many rise against me? How many say of me, there is no salvation for him in God, but you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory. You keep my head high. With my own voice I will call out to the Lord, and he will answer me from his holy mountain.
82. Act 1.
I lie down, and I fall asleep. I will wake up, for the Lord sustains me. Arise, Lord. Save me, my God. For you strike the cheekbones of all my foes. You break the teeth of the wicked. May your blessings be upon your people.
All right, keep rolling. From the top. This time, Marissa, wait until he's looked away before you look up. I'll cue you. Action.
Oh, Lord, thou will open my lips, and my mouth shall declare thy praise. How many are my foes, Lord? How many rise against me? How many say of me, there is no salvation for him in God, but you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory. You keep my head high. With my own voice I will call out to the Lord, and he will answer me from his holy mountain.
92. Marissa.
I lie down, and I fall asleep. I will wake up, for the Lord sustains me. Arise, Lord. Save me, my God.
I beg to one.
For you strike the cheekbones of all my foes, you break the teeth of the wicked. May your blessings be upon your people.
Perfect. Moving on. Got.
Oh, hello. When again, John is practically taken over as director by this point. John has practically taken over. Was Arthur even there? Was Arthur even on set? Flipping heck. It's all just gotten away from him. It's all just gotten away from him.
She remains your friend and disciple.
Hello? Is it? Oh, this is new. Hello.
6 Bravo, take 3.
And action.
Ambrosio, the holiest man. What do you risk by authorizing the novice to stay? She remains your friend and disciple. Her love is pure. She has made no attempt to charm or seduce you, and yet she is beautiful. As beautiful as me.
Blessed Virgin.
Freeze.
I'm just gonna say, if you think that the Blessed Virgin is speaking to you, you might have something more going on there. You might need to seek some professional help, as generally speaking, paintings don't talk to people. Paintings don't do that. This should have been Ambrosio's first warning. Maybe some shenanigans are going on here. This painting has never spoken to me before, and now it apparently is.
Hold still, Robert. Inch to the left. Turn to the camera slightly.
Hello.
Perfect. And action.
Christ be with me, Christ within me, Christ protect me.
May I kiss your hand? Naughty.
Cut.
Can we go again?
Oh. Has Robert done something to Marissa? What, she's like, hey, can we go again? Can I slap him again? Oh. I think they're just joking around. Like, she stuck her tongue out at him when she first entered the scene. They seem to have almost like a, they almost seem to have like a brother-sister type of relationship. You know, where they're constantly, you know, making these little jokes. I can hear some of you out there saying, Callista, that's not how sibling relationships work. Well, I wouldn't know. I'm an only child. I'm an only child. I don't know how sibling relationships work. But that's the vibe I get. I don't think she's genuinely annoyed. I think she's just... I think she's playing around a bit. I don't know. Either way, there was, Again, fast. Oh, hello, right into it, flipping heck.
The virgin birth. The virgin birth was a magic trick.
Christ be with me, Christ within me, Christ protects me.
It was a good story, though, wasn't it? What if I told you the two Marys were the same person? So many stories, so many characters. Go on then, you can kiss me.
I don't know what to make of these scenes. I don't know what to make of them. There was another... Again, I reckon it'll just be going back.
The virgin birth was a magic trick. It was a magic trick.
Again, I can't, just in case it is... No. Just in case it is something within here, I feel like I have to go back and check. Okay. So yeah, it was just to get back into that. The virgin birth was a magic trick. But it was a good story, wasn't it? So what if it wasn't true? So what if it wasn't as you believed? It was a good story. And that's what really matters. That it was a good story. That says a lot about her psyche. Again, it doesn't matter what is true and what is fake. What matters is how good the retelling is. And I am going to bring this episode to a close right here. So, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.